Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, we are going to look at how to create a sequential approval flow in Power Automate. And before we jump into the steps, let's quickly understand what is a sequential flow and when we are using it. So, a sequential approval flow is used whenever your business process requires multiple levels of approvals, one after the other. For example, let's first say we have a request that needs manager the first level of manager approvals. So once he approved, then it moves to the manager level 2, and once it approves, then it moves to the level 3, and so on. So in this approach, each approver must take an action before the flow continues to the next person. So this ensures that the request is fully reviewed at every stage, and approver can approve or reject based on their level of responsibility. So we can use this sequential approval flow whenever we need a step-by-step or hierarchical approval process. So before we do the example, so here you can see I have a SharePoint list named purchase request, which is having the fields like employee name, item requested, estimated cost, purpose, status, and the approvers are like team lead, department manager, finance team. So the first approval will be the team lead, second will be the department, and third and final one will be the finance team. So at last, once the request is approved by all the approvers, then you can get the approval summary like this. So here you can able to see who approved and when it is approved and who are they, like approvers emails, all those things you can get from this one. Now let me add one new request. So I will show you how the approvals are coming. So here you can see I have provided the data for employee name. I choose as a Miriam Graham, and the item I am requesting for the keyboard. For sample purpose only I am giving these things. Purpose status I have chosen, and the team lead, department manager, and finance team I have chosen these persons. Now let me click on save. So after submitted, let's see as a team lead whether we got the approval or not. I have opened this approvals in the Teams using the Patty account. Here you can see the notification came. Let me show you the account. So this is the Patty user. Now the message it is showing like a new purchase request is waiting for your approval, and the employee name Miriam, and the item I requested, estimated cost I have mentioned, and the purpose, all these things it is showing here. And in the down, if we see who is requested by is the Miriam Graham, and step 1 is going for the team lead, and step 2 is the department manager, and step 3 is the finance team. Who are the approvers also you can able to see here. Now as a team lead, let me provide some comment. I am approving this one, approving team lead. Let me approve it. Then if we go to this Miriam account, let's open this one. So in the approval section, Miriam one, let me open this. So here you can see now I opened the Miriam account. So the Miriam is the second approver. As you can see, Miriam Graham is the department manager. Now if we want to see the first approver, the comment you can see approve team lead, whatever I have mentioned previously. Now as a department manager, I need to approve this one. So here some other actions also cancel the request, follow up, reassign. So you can choose any one of that. If you want to reject also, you can reject from here only. Now I will provide approving from department manager. Let me click on the approve. Now it will go to the finance manager. Okay, now here you can see I opened with the Lydia account. She is the final approver, which is a finance manager. So here you can see that one, and we can also able to see the previous approvers comments, all these things. Now let me approve this one. The final status is completed, so we can also able to see. And also as a employee who requested this one, we will also get this email, and we will see the final one. Let me open that. So here you can see I got the mail also. Hi Miriam, your purchase request for this one is approved by the all approvals. So I made this small example only to show you. So and the other one is previously I have shown how we can approve or reject through the Teams only. The other option is in Outlook also it will come as if you observed previously approve and reject came right. We can do from Outlook and also in the Teams as well. So till now I have shown approving process only. In case if you rejected in, for example, let me show you the SharePoint list. So here team lead, department manager, finance team is there, right? In case team lead approved but department manager rejected, then the flow will be stopped. And as a employee who requested this one, you will get a message like your purchase request has been cancelled by the department manager like that. So you can test this. I only explained about one approach, but this will be work for all the approaches. Now let me show you the Power Automate flow I have designed for this one. So if you see here, this is the Power Automate flow and I took the trigger as when an item is created. So why I choose this one? Because here whenever we are adding the new purchase request, then only the approval flow needs to start, right? So I took the trigger as SharePoint when an item is created. After that, once it is created, we need to do the approvals action, right? So under the approvals, there are this start and wait for approval, and there are other approvals also there. Let's show you once here. If we go search for approvals, so here you can see under the standard approvals, wait for an approval, start and wait for an approval, which we have used here, and create an approval, start and wait for approval of the text. So these four actions are there for the approvals. To get more information about this one, you can come to this official documentation. They have mentioned clearly what each action is performing. So if you come here, they have given known issues and limitations and approval receipt format, how it will be there. The email should be to whom it needs to go in this format. Either email address we can give or user principal name, UPN and Microsoft Entra ID also we can provide. And then approval details actions you can see create an approval, start and wait for an approval. Whatever I have shown here, they have mentioned clearly. Some are deprecated, so we need to follow the standards and we need to use that actions based on our requirements. So the Power Automate only providing a built-in approvals connectors like this, and the most commonly used one is a start and wait for an approval. So this action is used to send an approval request to one or more people and then pass the flow until the approver respond. So some key points here is if you see in the approval type, approve or reject, everyone must approve and first to respond. So these are there, right? For example, if we choose this one, everyone, whoever are there in the approvals, everyone either needs to do approve or reject. And the second one is first to respond. If, for example, three approvers are there, if any one of the approver approves, then this flow will stop and that is the final approval like that. So custom response will be there and custom response wait for one response. All responses are there. So this will send approval request through the Power Automate mobile app, emails and Teams. So I have shown in the Teams and in Outlook also it will come through the email. So it returns the approver's response either approve or reject. And I also showed how it is coming the comments and which we can use later in the flow. So in the sequential scenarios, we can typically add multiple start and wait for approval actions. So one for each level and only proceed to the next level if the previous approval approved to the request. So here it is showing in an array format, but whenever we are adding, it will come in a field format only. Let me show you how it will be coming in down. I'm just adding for showing purpose. So after adding this one, it will show you approval type. So I will choose the sequential approval. So once I choose this one, it will show the title. So title we can provide something requesting, and then approval steps it is coming, right? When you add new item, it will show assign to one. So here we need to choose from the trigger. So the trigger is like when an item is created, from that we need to choose the team lead. So first approvers we need to choose here. Team lead email I am choosing. Then if we want to add the next approver, click on add new item. Then clicking this one, it will show you to choose the second approver. So I will choose the department manager email. And then for the third approval, click on add new item. And then just click on this one, dynamically add the approver. Let's go to this one. You can see the finance manager email. So this way we can add the approvers. So once we add this one, details. So in the details, what we need to show, for example, here only you can see a new purchase request is waiting for approval. All this information is there, right? So that information you can provide here dynamically. So those things you can see here how I have given employee name, all these things. Only this much you can provide it. After this one, I have added one condition. So if we check out this condition, the outcome of this one. So approvers might approve or reject, right? So in if they approve, what we need to do? If they reject, what we need to do? We need to check. So the condition is body or outcome of this one. We start and wait for an approval action ends with the approve. Then it is the in the true condition we are performing, and in the false condition also we are performing. So in the SharePoint list, recently we added this item, right? If we go to the status, approved, it is there, and approval summary also you can see whatever like the approver is the leader, which is the final one, and response is this one, requested date and response date, all these things. So three approvers responses we got from here. So how it is updating is using this update item action. So this update item action, I have provided the site address and the list name. And for ID, I took the ID from this when an item is created trigger. So after that one, approval summary field is there, right? We need to update that one with the response summary. So from this action only, we have response summary. Dynamically it will come. So choose that one. So this will save that data to the SharePoint list in this format. And then so the status value also I updated as a approved, because in this true condition we need to update it as a approved, right? So when this condition will become true, until all the peoples need to approve. So once each approver is approved, then the condition will become true, and then it will come to this one. So after updating this one, I'm also sending the email to the requested by the user. So for the employee name, based on the employee email, and the subject is this one, and in the body I simply provided their name, and your purchase request is approved by the all approvers. In the same case, for in the false condition, I took the update item same, and here also, but status value I updated as a rejected. In the rejected case, I didn't updated the approval summary, but you can also choose here also. Now let me come here. So here also I gave the response summary. In case if anyone rejected, they will get that response summary in the mail itself. If you want, you can also update for that one. I hope now you understand what is the sequential flow in Power Automate and when we will use it. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.